Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are getting ready to prep a project that we're going to do with Trinity. It's kind of a cool little project that we picked up out of this book that we got from the library. I've talked about this book before, and it's got a lot of different things in there that I think will be great for her. But the one that we are going to do this weekend is this. Is that cool or what? It's called sunflower pot loaves. So basically what you're doing, as you can see by the picture here, is baking bread inside those little terracotta pots. It says you have to prep the pots, and the prep work, in my opinion, is kind of like what you would do for a pizza stone or a cast iron skillet. You're going to grease these little pots, as you can see, just a regular old little pot that you get from the garden store. See, I left a little sticker there, standard pot. You're going to grease it with either Crisco, olive oil, canola oil, whatever you may have on hand, and then bake it in the oven. So you would do that, it says at least 3 times. So I'm going to wash the pots first to get off any residual dirt, because we did buy them at the local hardware store, so you know you do want to clean them off. And so after they're cleaned and greased, I'm just going to go ahead and put them inside the oven and let them bake. It doesn't give you in the directions here a temperature or a length of time. It's mainly just to season the pot so that the loaves don't stick. They're supposed to come out and look like that when they're done. So, you know, you don't want them sticking in there. So you grease the inside and the outside. I guess I'm going to probably set the oven at 350 maybe and leave them in for 10-15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. And let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I went ahead and greased the pots with Crisco first, and instead of just setting them on the rack like they show in the pictures, I am putting them in this little cake pan or loaf pan. You can see the holes there. I don't want the grease to drip out and then go down into my oven and maybe set a grease fire, or at the very least make everything really filthy in there. We're going to go ahead and use this to put them in a 350-degree oven for maybe 10-15 minutes and see what we get. There we go. We'll see you in a few minutes.
We got it. I'm gonna sit here.
Okay.
You sit there.
Alright, well tell everybody, what are we making today?
Oh, we're making a sunflower bread. Look at the ingredients to see what we need. We need sunflower kernels, sunflower, sugar, flour, some salt, olive oil, and some of these pots. And if you take it out when it's done, it will look like that.
That's right, and we also need, what's that? What's alive that we use when we bake stuff?
I forgot. Hold on.
It's okay, you open it up and look at it. Just don't spill it, because the little packets, it's tiny.
Yeast.
That's right, we need yeast. Alright, let me go get you your apron. Alright, so what is the first step?
The first step is to scrub the new flower pots with clean water. Boil the pots inside and out, and bake them in a heated oven. Let them cool. Repeat this process twice more.
And you know what? Mommy already did that, so I took care of that the other day, so that's all done. So what's step 2?
Step 2 is place the flour, salt, sugar, and yeast into the large bowl. Make a wet well in the center and pour in the water and olive oil. Mix to make a soft but firm dough.
All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll show you how to make a well. And
First, you add what? Wait.
yes, how much does it say up there?
1, 2, 3, 4. Right here.
You got it?
6. Right there.
That one? And how many ounces is that?
3/4. 3/4 1.
The 3/4? That's a fraction. 3/4. That's a part of a cup. And we'll go ahead and do that. I'll help you in just a second.
Is it salt?
Well, what's it say? I think it says flour, doesn't it?
Yeah. Flour.
All right, what ingredient comes next?
Um,
On our step 2, what does it say? We did the flour.
1 step salt.
What does it say? TBS or TSP?
TSP.
TSP. Do you know what that's abbreviation for?
TSP.
Yeah, that's a teaspoon
1 teaspoon.
of salt.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it says 1 on that, on the back of that? 1 teaspoon on the back of the ducky? Okay. We added water, a cup of water.
And a cup of
Not a cup, 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
olive oil.
Mm-hmm. And we added our yeast. And we made a well. What's a well? Do you remember what a well is?
It is a hole.
That's right. And what do you put in the hole?
Money.
I love you. You put money in a hole. Actually, you put water and olive oil in it. You're so cute. Okay, so now what are we going to do? We're going to use the spoon to stir it, right? Because the water's hot. So start mixing it up. And we're going to turn it into a dough. That's it. Squish it together like Play-Doh. Okay?
See, it is sticking to me.
Mm-hmm. It'll do that when you make bread. All right, so why do we need bread? Why do we need it with our hands like that? What does that make?
Bread.
That's right, but it's building up gluten.
Gluten.
That's right. And we have to knead it for 10 minutes, it says. You're doing an excellent job.
I punched it.
You punched it.
There might be punch marks in the bread.
That's okay. Now fold it over again. Remember, we gotta keep folding it over. There you go. Push. Gotta get that gluten ready to rise. Hard work, I know. What's next?
Divide it into 2.
That's right. And while you divide it into 2, I'm gonna grease those little flower pots one more time just for good measure, okay? All right, so what did we do? We finished kneading the dough, right? And what did we put inside the dough? That's right. And what is the dough doing in the bag?
It's rising.
That's right. So we have to let it rise for a while. And then we're going to come back. Don't eat them all. They got to go on top of the bread with milk. Sneaker.
Hey guys, so now that as the dough grows, we're gonna be dipping this little, it might look like a paintbrush. It really ain't a paintbrush. It's a little brush of food you can like. So then we put the milk on the dough and then sprinkle the more sunflower seeds on.
And you know what the milk will help do?
What?
Make the tops of our loaves look nice and brown and tasty.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. All right. That should be good. Now we can go ahead and you can sprinkle the other sunflower seeds on there. Just a few, whatever you think, and then you can eat the rest. And I will pop it in the oven. And we'll let it bake. See what we get. Good. All right. In the oven it goes.
Okay, that's what they look like in the oven. I'm still keeping them in the little loaf pan so that they don't ooze out oil. And we'll check back with them in a little bit.
So what do you think of the bread?
Good.
You did an excellent job, didn't you? Do you think that all kids should make that kind of bread someday? Was it hard? Nope.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
Nope. Easy peasy. And I think it's cute that it came out like the flower pot. Neat shape. I think Daddy will be very impressed when he comes home. Good job, Chef Trinity. Good job. Thumbs up.